first thing I knew about him was that he was very dedicated. And so we just kind of had that common thing. I obviously was not to the level of what he was. I had no idea what CrossFit was. I just knew that we had the same type of work ethic at something we loved. And so that kind of just attracted me to him. I want to say maybe the first date, but it was just us two hanging out. He was like, hey, you want to go back to my house? And I want to show you this CrossFit documentary. Honestly, okay, like let's do it. It looks interesting. I had no idea what CrossFit was. And he was like, yeah, you see them, like you see that guy on top of the podium, I want to be him one day.
Welcome to a full day of training. It's gonna be a long one. Today we are going back. We're doing kind of a repeat cycle from last year where we did 3 different workouts with short runs in them, so super high intensity. We're trying that again because it worked well last year, not yesterday. We're doing that today, a little bit of weightlifting, some bench press, and then we got a long bike this evening. We're gonna see how many people we can drag into it. Right after semifinals, we went straight to Hawaii. It was our anniversary, and I had the week off, so it was perfect. It's much needed. I'd like to go back, but we got 2 months to lock in.
How do you feel 2 months out?
It depends on the day. Normally, late June, early July is when it gets like really grind time, and it's like just get here already. We could just start competing now, that'd be great. Feeling pretty good right now. Just came off a deload last week. Got some breakfast tacos. Have to go back and forth. Normally I would eat all this amazing bread. I have not been able to eat very well in the morning, so we have to mix up with some tacos. You're basically just continuing to do the training, but you're not actually getting that much fitter. It's just doing different movements, staying sharp, that type of thing. And you really just want the competition to get here. And that's usually like 3 weeks out.
Yeah.
So you're putting the final touches on, not getting that much better. And then just recover as hard as you can 10 days out.
Is there like a specific event that you hope, or like a specific type of workout you hope is at the games this year?
225 snatches. I love when those show up in a workout. That'd be like the only thing I'm like, oh yeah, please have that. But usually there's so many events and so many different things that we do. Something that I like will eventually show up. Yeah, when I first started training, my parents had set up the garage gym. And that's kind of when I saw the CrossFit Games, and a lot of people know that story. But what they don't know is those first 6 months of me wanting to go to the CrossFit Games, we weren't at an affiliate, and I was still in school, still playing baseball, still playing football. And so every morning, didn't matter how cold it was, my dad would be upstairs in the kitchen at 5 a.m. waiting for me to get up there because we were going out to the garage at 5:30, and there was never a morning that I went out there that he didn't go out there. So if he thought I was sleeping in that day, he'd still be in bed. And if he heard me getting stuff ready in the kitchen, sure enough, he walks out half asleep, but he's going out there. And he's not even working out with me, he's just helping me, coaching me on different movements. And there were some cold mornings out there, very cold mornings. I think, well, honestly, they'll be the first to tell you, when I told them in 2015, when I saw the Teenage CrossFit Games, I was like, I want to do that. At the time, I wasn't exactly a go-getter, super overachiever. I did well in school, did well in sports, but I was a little bit lazy. I was 13 at the time, like, whatever. They thought I'd give it 2 weeks and move on to the next goal, as most 13-year-olds do. Like, they bounce around a little bit. And but as I kept going, just #1 fans right there, no matter what. As I've gotten older in like 2 different ways, like as a son, recognize like exactly what my dad was doing at those times. Like, those are both memories that we are both going to remember forever. But then also as an athlete, thinking back to those times as very simple, purely doing it just for the love of the game. I still do it for the love of the game. I love the sport, but a lot of other things ride on it. And those mornings, it was just like working out to just try and get to the CrossFit Games.
We just always got along really well. He was very quiet, and I was not as quiet. I was probably more outgoing, but he always would just sit and listen to me, and I appreciated that about him. When we were still friends and like the beginning of our dating period, I would go to his house a lot. He lived just down the street from me, and so I would just go over there and hang out. But I would watch his interaction with his parents a lot, and just like listened to the way they talked. And so I saw how much he ate food and how he tracked his food on an app on MyFitnessPal. And so that was kind of how I realized how serious he was about it.
Corinne, so you're the chef, right?
I would not call myself that, but I am the chef of the house.
Do you have like orders you fulfill? Who eats this bread?
Yeah, so I'll do pre-orders, or lately I've been doing a lot of pop-ups at CrossFit gyms around Utah, which has been really fun. This one is, I'm sponsoring a women's entrepreneur conference tomorrow up in Salt Lake, so that's what this one is for. It's a little bit smaller today, which is nice because you're here, so it's worked out good. I'm not baking until 4 p.m. Sourdough started trending on TikTok a lot, and so I originally saw it on there, and I loved baking as a kid. Like on Sundays, I would make cookies for my family because I loved how happy they'd get. So I was like, oh, this would be cool, I'll just try it. And then he started eating it, and his stomach felt way better because they eat a lot of carbs. What, man, 550 grams of carbs a day?
600 right now.
So he was eating so much bread, and it kind of was messing with his guts, and so we tried sourdough, and it made a big difference. And then I actually realized it was fun and more of a hobby, and then started selling it to some neighbors and the gyms, and now it's the thing that I do.
Have you ever made like a themed sourdough, like a shape?
I actually posted a video of me trying to do like a rabbit. It failed, yeah, it failed. But I'm learning. Those are hard the first time, it's hard to get them right.
I don't do it. I toast bread sometimes. Her bread is the reason I'm 224 right now. She came to my last CrossFit Games as a teenager on the day that she said she was gonna break up with me. So I spent all summer thinking that she was gonna break up with me when she went off to college and I was still in high school. Yep. July 27th, 28th or something.
The day I reported to college.
Yeah, she was going to play volleyball in college, and she was like, I'm not dating a high schooler when I'm in college, see ya. And she ended up at the CrossFit Games, so. Her support is everything because she's the one I see the most. She's the one I spend the most time with, whether it's just making sure I have something different to eat when the night before she sees me stuffing food in my face that just doesn't taste good. Like if it's something like that, or hey, I don't want to do this workout, she jumps in, or just being the positive, lighter energy that I need when I come home from the gym, and making sure I stay balanced in all things.
Corinne, are you excited to go back to the games?
Yes, I am. It's mixed feelings. Well, not mixed feelings, of course I'm excited. The preparation that is exhausting at times. It's all worth it, but you have to remind yourself of the goal. Number 5, technically 8. We're talking about teenage games.
Yeah, teen games. I feel like that counts.
Yeah.
Counts as going.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was there.
Right.
It's been really awesome this last 2 months. It's crazy I'm about to get emotional about this, but to be able to be the number 1 person that watches Dallin through his day, to be at the gym, to be at home, be with him 24/7, he has become this remarkable person, which he already was, but he's just become even better than I thought. And he is just so self-aware. And the last 2 months have been hard, and he just continues to impress me. And it's the coolest thing to watch each other work through things like that and build each other up. I'm really proud of him. And I tell him this all the time, but whether he wins or not, I think I couldn't be more proud, which is that's so cliche. But I truly mean that. If we've learned anything from the last 2 years, it has been that.
What's your role kind of, Corinne, like at the games?
Emotional support, food support, hydration support, laundry support.
What isn't her job?
Well, I feel like it's actually kind of evolved or changed over the years. The first 3 years, he was very serious, focused, headphones in on the drive over before every event, didn't talk much. Yeah. And now he's kind of gotten better about just staying looser until we get to the venue, and then he's just focused. He can still joke around, but I think he's learned a time and a place to be so serious. Nice for me. If you spend all day with him, you get a little bit tired of the serious.
we've really figured out how we do competitions, how we do the summer. I've gotten better over time being the same person a little bit more year round. It used to go in big waves in the summer. I'm not quite myself. It's a lot of training and don't have a lot of energy left when I do come home. And then being at competitions, being a little bit more relaxed. Our first competition in Las Vegas, the West Coast Classic, she didn't know what was going on, because all of a sudden I flipped a switch and I went into competition mode, and she'd never seen it quite like that, because it was our first competition, just the two of us, and that was a good learning experience. Lots of talking after that, figuring out how we wanted to do the next one, and after that it went much better. I think every single year has its own phases of like different challenges. One year might be a shoulder tweak, one might be a training environment, outside stressors of life, and so every single year kind of has a theme to it, positive and negative in different ways, and just always trying to navigate that and figure out how to get the most out of what you're given, the hand you're dealt, and just trying to show up every single day even when you don't want to, especially this time of year where CrossFit Games doesn't care exactly how you're feeling 2 months out, but the training needs to be done. You need to show up and get the work put in.
I think there's a lot of athletes that they like to use the word balance, which makes me laugh personally, because to be the best in the world at something, there's no possible way to have balance.
We always talk about balances. There's balance in a day, and then months, years, and then a life. And right now, we're definitely tipping the scales more towards work, but we're finding more time daily just to pull away from that and figure out what our base is, and that we can always fall back on that.
Honestly, that's probably one of the biggest struggles from the last year, since losing in 2025. The moment that he got fourth last year, since that, we both had to really figure out, step back and do a lot of self-reflection and remind ourselves of what we needed and what we wanted, because it's really hard to be that close and to not get what you wanted. But I don't think he would be where he is now with the success he's had if he couldn't handle the pressure like that.
Last year after the games, my perfect timeline of my goals was qualify for the CrossFit Games and place top 10. I didn't do that, I was 19th, but then I was able to reach my goal of being 5th the following year. And then my next goal is to get on the podium, which I got, and then the only place from there is to win. And so that was what I was going for. I want to win every single year, but things were trending in the right direction. I do believe I was fit enough to win, and just didn't have some of the things go my way. And again, that's sport, that's why we love it. But it is extremely frustrating. I spent all last fall figuring that out, going to these other competitions, and I still think some of those frustrations I still have them, just trying to channel them into the right idea to get ready for this July.
Last year, there were a lot of things that happened at the games that were not in his control. They were not his fault, but they cost him a lot, and they put him in fourth place, and he also had things that he messed up that cost him that first spot. But this year, I think that he is more aware that there are things he can't control, and there's nothing he can do but take care of the things that he can control.
Last year at the CrossFit Games was great. Came in feeling very fit, very ready to compete and not be training. And things went pretty well. I made a couple of mistakes on events. There were, obviously the pegboard event is a big thing that people have talked about, and that didn't go as well for me. A little bit slippery. A bunch of people had it worse. I still took an 11th or whatever, and then there were some mistakes that were completely on me. Jumping off my box and getting a no rep cost me 15 or so points, and maybe an event or two, just very specific, like not being quite as sharp as I wanted to be, choosing to break up something when I probably should have just held on as in the final event. I don't know if it would have done anything, but I would expect more from myself in that situation.
Last year, I think it hurt so bad because he didn't realize how much could happen that he had zero control over. So I would just say this year, he's more mentally here instead of here.
At the end of the day, you can work as hard as you possibly can and want something more than anyone else, and you still might not get it. And that's the reality of things. That's sport. And I think once you understand that that is a possibility, it can free you up to continue to work purely for the passion of the work.
I think it has put a fire inside of him, which does not make it easier for him to get to the gym or to eat everything he needs to eat, but it reminds him of how much he truly wants it. Because losing like that, you think, oh, okay, if it hurts this bad to lose, imagine how much better it's gonna feel to win.
These are some of my training logs. I have not been as consistent with it. This is one of my first ones, though. Look at my handwriting. This is a 15-year-old. Pretty freaking good. That's from James. James Craig.
It just looks like SpongeBob right now.
Sometimes I'm like, how did you do that when you were freaking 15? I mean, they still got the garage, half the gym stuff still in there. On the window is expo marker with my goals from 2016 probably. It's still up there, and so every once in a while I'll go wander through there and just like think about where I started, and honestly where I'm at now is only what I could dream of at the time. So let's see, where's my countdown? 57 days to the games, 41, 24.
Dang, I like that you wrote like notes and stuff.
I made a commitment to myself, and I know that the most rewarding feeling is when we show up at the CrossFit Games. And 2 days before, I have those nervous jitters, and I'm talking with coach, and I can look at him and say, okay, I did everything I could these last 3 months.
Not to, I mean, we're going for that win. And when we win, it will be sweet. So I don't want to downplay that, because that's the point where we're never here for participation trophy.
I do think I'm going to win the CrossFit Games this year. I mean, I think about winning every single day. Constantly reminded that I'm on a podcast and I'm the only one who hasn't won. Those comments show up every single week. It's sport, and that's why we love sport. There's failures and heartbreaks and comebacks, and it's all the stories that we love to watch and to see, and you just get more experience every single year. When I first qualified for the CrossFit Games, I set a realistic goal of where I thought I could place based on my fitness, and that's not asking for a miracle. I'm just asking to perform to the level I've trained to. I still hold that, but at this point I believe I'm fit enough to win the CrossFit Games. And there are some days that I am running very low on that patience of waiting for that to happen. That can be good or bad. Some days I have more patience than others, and that's just how it is, but every single day you wake up with the same goal to not have to deal with that patience. And strength means to me, there are days that you don't want to be doing something, but you still choose to do it. And it doesn't matter necessarily how long it takes you to actually get started, but choosing to do it and getting it done and being proud of yourself. Yeah.
Being able to stay level-headed in very difficult situations, no matter what that is. And I think if you asked anyone who Dallin is, he is the level-headed guy all the time. And to be able to do that in life, he's just this all the time. And then it shows on the competition floor and it pays off. I think that's strength.